Hi, good morning. This is Janet Grace Attard of JL over Maxwell. I have a very exciting start to a reason behind why I'm doing what I do and why I love what I do. And I named it the Attard methodology, but even better than that, I named it the Attard Academy. And what is within that is a legacy foundation series, a new educational initiative designed to empower individuals and families with the clarity, confidence, and protection needed to build meaningful long-term wealth. And what do I mean by wealth? Wealth is a big word, but what I've learned in my 70 years on this earth is wealth is not just money. Wealth is mental stability. It is feeling good about yourself. It is wellness. It is balance. It is more than just doing 16-hour shifts 7 days a week so that you feel good at your job. Yes, you can resuscitate the baby, but can you resuscitate your own life? Yes, you can be the best architect or doctor or surgeon or chef, but can you love on your family and be present at the football game or the baseball game? And will they remember you present at Christmas and Thanksgiving and the holidays? And to me, that is wealth. And then building that around a base of support is what this is all about. So today, over the coming weeks, I, Jan Attard, financial advisor of JL or Max, will be sharing a comprehensive series of lessons across LinkedIn, email, YouTube, and everywhere that explore protection first, the truth about whole life insurance, and mindful accumulation, the power of self-banking as a conservative tool, how to build a thoughtful, purpose-driven legacy, stories about real families who prepared, protected, and prospered. And the mission, of course, my dear friends, the mission, it's simple. We are going to demystify complex financial concepts and help you create a life and a legacy rooted in stability, wellness, and long-term growth. And of course, intention. We don't get anywhere without intention. It's also your invitation to learn, to question, to grow, to reflect, to step into a stronger financial future with clarity, protection, and empowerment to guide every step. And so whether it's delivering that baby and saying, oh my gosh, why don't I start today getting ready for the college education? Or you meet the person of your dreams. Why don't we start together and plan for our future? Why don't we start planning for that gift of $177 million to Santa Clara University and Sutter Health to build a medical school? And how is that done? Well, we're on the page. And it's only taken 4 minutes to get here. So we're leveraging strategic architecture. And we're talking about one family. And the one family is me. And strategic architecture is right before you. And because I'm already 70, it costs you a little bit of money, but it gives me nearly $1 million in protection from day one. How? 500 in death benefit, 450,000 in long-term care, and this funny little thing called paid-up additions, which we're going to get into. It's a growth engine. And I mean that. It's a growth engine. And it's quite a substantial growth engine. So foundations. We need a foundation. You have a house, you want to make sure your foundation's not wet, your foundation is not moving, Your foundation is secure. So the plan I have is paid up at 121. We know with AI that people are living longer. At 70, I feel like I can live another 40 years, so let's just do it. My current death benefit is what is shown there, but if I do what I am planning on doing, and without overdoing MEC and increasing paid-up additions, my death benefit will grow and my cash value will grow. As you see, my base premium is only $24,000, but I'm putting in 30. So I am what's called permanently guaranteed. We are not to use that word guarantee, but pretty much in an insurance company like the Guardian, which is a secure long-term company, the coverage is locked until 2077, completely immune to market volatility. We have a cost basis, and we have what's called a waiver of premium, meaning if I get sick, the foundation will never crack. And there's a liquidity opportunity within the policy to pay for itself. The moat, the moat, the moat. At my age, unfortunately, but fortunately, we must think that something will happen. So I do have 3 sons, but one lives in Gozo, Malta, one lives in Boston, and one is on the golf course, and I do not want them to care for me. Though I want them to know where the money is in order to be able to care for me. So there is what's called the Emerald Ring, which is a pool of assets of which I pay into for a monthly benefit of $9,000. Amazing. Amazing. So what are we looking at that I have elected to get myself into for the sake of my family? Is the mechanism of scheduled premium drips into the policy, which create micro policies that add value, and then index participation, because do I like a little bit of volatility in the market? Yes. But do I need to have it as everything? No. Growth profile, it's steady and guaranteed and dividend driven. However, there's uncapped market upside potential because of the index participation. My risk profile for both portions of this are 0. The PUA becomes the piston, steady, reliable upward pressure. The strategic role of the IPF, the index participation, is the sail, capturing any tailwind of broad economic growth. Love it. Now here's the beautiful thing. Let's take a look at these pictures. The ratchet. The ratchet does 3 things. Number 1, as the index rises, the IPF ratchet captures market upside and locks in proportionate gains, elevating the policy's cash value. Then, step 2. During any market contractions, the ratchet engages. The policy registers a 0 return rather than negative, and it just stops. Step 3, compounding from the high water mark. When the market recovers, growth resumes from the protection peak, never needing to dig out of a hole. Back in 1998, when I started as a stockbroker, it was the momentum market of the internet and internet stocks, and everything went up every single day 60% without fail, and I thought I was a genius. I thought I was a genius until April 2000, when the market fell 70%. At my age, a mechanism such as the racket, as part of the whole life policy, provides a stopping of the downside and protects my assets on the upside. Bravo, bravo, bravo. The engine capacity maximizes contributions safely without incurring MEC. So what does that mean? At a base, we put in 250 of PUA. As a current year max, we can put in 16,301 and 50 cents before we trigger MEC. So here's 250, here's 16,000. By keeping contributions below 16,300, the policy maintains its elite tax advantage status, ensuring internal growth remains fully shielded from income tax. Then the invisible shield, tax-optimized architectural investing. What are we looking at? Number one deflection, tax-deferred growth. Gains and dividends within the account are not, I repeat, not subject to annualized 1099 income tax. Deflection 2, LIFO protection. Because the fortress avoids MEC, withdrawals up to cost basis of $28,519 can be executed without triggering LIFO penalties. Deflection 3, income tax-free death benefit. Ultimate transfer of the death benefit is insulated from ordinary income taxes upon execution. Then the kingdom. How do we secure the Attard legacy? Well, we've shielded the fortress. We've shielded the benefit. We've seamlessly integrated the Jan Attard Family Trust to ensure absolute legal control, privacy, and small asset transition outside of probate, ensuring that Nodule A, Alexander Attard, Nodule B, Ian Attard, Nodule C, Jonathan Attard, get the fortress. So, to summary, I elected a stronghold. I elected a guaranteed base with additions to expand internal equity. I elected a long-term care moat and a fully taxed, tax-shielded, engineered legacy for my children, my trust, and who knows, maybe a medical school one day. I am so honored for you to be a part of this conversation. I am honored to have you here listening to this legacy talk. There will be many, many more. They will be short. Now you ask yourself why. And when you're ready, you can certainly write in, call in, ask, and I will make you part of the Asset Map community. But please do join, and please do know that whatever you vividly imagine and truly believe will come to pass. I have some amazing people on Instagram I'm following who are invincible, and they do that despite their issues. And so please, every day, know that wealth is not just financial. And count your blessings if you have family, and if you're healthy, and if you're able to listen to this today. And do have an amazing, amazing day. Thank you very much, and we'll connect with you soon. Jan Attard, J. Oliver Maxwell, the Attard Methodology, and the Attard Foundation. Thank you.